eyes of mine. What do you feel beside? I don't know where we're gonna fly like you did sometimes. Seeing eyes of mine. Love, 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 I wanna be strong, strong. We're doing wrong, 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 but I'll try to fix it. Love, 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 I wanna be strong, strong. We're doing wrong, 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 but I'll change it, change it. Trees inside of me. In this desert I can look at you with love. Seeing all that I can learn. Can you stay and I will grow.
Hello and welcome to Just Retired. Now this episode is based around Ballarat, and we're going to take you into the Botanical Gardens and show you some pretty amazing sculptures. But before we get to that, there's a couple of other things that I want to show you. Now one of those is also in the Botanical Gardens in Ballarat, and the other one is in another location in Ballarat, so I'll tell you more about that in a moment. Well, this is Adam Lindsay Gordon's cottage. Adam Lindsay Gordon was a well-known early Australian poet, and this cottage was his home while in Ballarat. And it was from here where he operated a livery stable business during the late 1860s. The cottage was moved from its original location behind Craig's Hotel to the present site in 1934. In 1992, the cottage opened as an outlet for local crafts. It's now the Adam Lindsay Gordon Craft Cottage, and it features an extensive variety of selected local craft work by the members of the Crafts Council of Ballarat. Just across the road from Sovereign Hill in Ballarat, just near the entrance to the Gold Museum, is this statue, a statue of a former Premier of Victoria, Sir Henry Bolte. I thought it was worth just reading this little plaque to you while we're here. Sir Henry Bolte was probably the last Australian battler, a larrikin, sportsman, lifelong gambler and smoker who spoke in the idiom of a bygone pre-television age, who told things as he saw them, and whose tough, earthy humour and quotable quotes still spring readily to mind. And that was a description from Peter Blasey back in 1990. And a quote here from Sir Henry himself. He says, "I mightn't always have been right, but I've always been firm."
Just to add a little bit, the reason that the statue of Sir Henry Bolte is here, because he actually supported the development of Sovereign Hill in its earliest days, and later for the Gold Museum. Helped to realise the vision of those who founded these world-class institutions as tourism and heritage icons in Ballarat.
Today we're in Ballarat, and we're doing something that I've been wanting to do since we've been operating our Just Retired YouTube channel, and that is to show you the busts of the Prime Ministers. And when I say busts, they're like little statues featuring the Prime Minister, each Prime Minister from the head to about the neck or the chest. And they're all pretty well in order, and they go up to Tony Abbott. And the other Prime Ministers will follow in time. So it's a very impressive display. I've always enjoyed having a walk through the gardens and looking when we've been up here in the past. So have a look, see what you think. The Prime Minister's busts in the Botanical Gardens in Ballarat.
All I'm saying.
Our son Jason has an amazing way of remembering the names of the Australian Prime Ministers in complete order from start to the current Prime Minister. So I've asked Jace to come on to this particular episode and give you a quick explanation of how he remembers all of those names in the right order. So over to you, Jace. Jace is in his YouTube studio in Melbourne. Thanks, Jace.
Thanks, Graham. I use a mnemonic to remember all of the names, and here it is. British dragons would rarely find celery houses because seals like pavlova made from coffee-flavoured cheesels. However, mercenaries generally make whistles for highly knowledgeable Hungarian rodents. Goats are the most annoying. We will now return to Ev, who is on location in Ballarat. Goodbye.
Well, that brings us to the end of our little expedition around the Botanical Gardens. We hope you've enjoyed looking at the special scenes of the Botanical Gardens, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Seeing eyes of mine, you see, there are no trees inside of me. In this desert I can look at you with love, seeing all that I can learn. Can you stay and I will grow?